Again, probably a half a dozen questions about this, but we'll go with this one. Javi Molero wants to know, what was it like working in Blue Velvet? What drew you to that character?
Well, I'd really never met David Lynch, and he cast me, and I'd read the part, and he cast me, and I called him in North Carolina. And I'd just gotten sober. I just got out of rehab. Yeah. So I called him and I said, David, he was having lunch with Kyle MacLachlan and Laura Dern and Isabella Rossellini. So I said, David, you haven't made a mistake casting me. I know we've never met because I am Frank Booth, and there shouldn't be a problem. And thank you. I really love the part. So he said, oh, that's great. So anyway, he goes back to the table and he says, I just talked to Dennis Hopper, and he just told me that he was Frank Booth. And I think that's wonderful for the picture, but I don't know how we'll ever have lunch with him. So, but the first day on the set was the scene where Kyle's in the closet and I come in and demand my bourbon and proceed to do my sexual number with her and take the gas and so on. That was the first scene, and we'd never met. I'd never met Isabella before. I'd never met Kyle before, and I'd never met David. We met on the set that morning.
It's quite an introduction.
It was great. It was great. And the only contribution that I made in that movie, really, because there was no improvisation in the movie, was the gas was written as helium, so it made you sound like Donald Duck, but it didn't disorient your mind at all. So when I read it, I thought of amyl nitrate or nitric oxide or something, something a little more exotic. And when I said to David, he had helium there, and I said, David, this is making me sound, and tried to act with it. And I said, this really, I can't get through the sound of my voice and so on. And I said, I really thought of this as amyl nitrate or nitric oxide. And he said, what are they? And I said, well, I said, it's something that disorients your mind for a few minutes. And so let me show you, I'll do an emotional memory. I'll show you what it looks like. So I did this one. He said, oh, that's great. And I said, then you can dub the voice in later, which we never did, obviously. So I thought that was a tremendous contribution. And then a couple of years ago, I was sitting having a quiet moment, which unfortunately there aren't that many. But I was thinking what a great thing that was that I'd added that to the film. And then I started thinking, but what if you'd just done the voice? What if you hadn't have gotten disoriented? What if you just really changed your voice? What a spooky guy that is. No, I mean, that's scary, huh?
Yeah.
Seems like it.